Great Monday morning, you all. How are you all doing? This is your girl, Shan. I hope and pray that you all had an amazing, relaxing weekend. From my or our timeline on social media, if you will, it looked like some of y'all really enjoyed the concert on yesterday. That's what I'm gonna say. It was like, forget the game. The concert is where it was at. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this morning real quick. I want to let you all know that the Kings will be airing tonight. Let me say that. We will have a show on tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on KRGN 98.5 FM, The Rock. Good morning as you all are coming on in. Now, tonight we know that a lot of individuals will be Valentining. It is all good. Y'all know we always kind of post the next day, you know, if you missed the show, whatever the case may be, so y'all can just listen to it tomorrow. But we are continuing on with our Generational Curse series. So tonight's show, we're going to be talking about family secrets, okay? Family secrets. So I kind of put out on our social media because I've, been really thinking about this thing. God woke me up and everything like that. Like, really looking at the scriptures. What does the word say about it and all this? And the thing is, do you think it's good to tell family secrets? Do you think that it's good that the truth come out or that it remain a secret? So we're going to go ahead and break that thing down. I'm sure this is going to be a two-part show. If you are outside the listening area of Central Texas, like we always say, go to our website, marriagemondayswithkings.com. Click on the Listen Here tab, and there are so many ways that you can listen in. Now, I'm going to talk about on this morning, or one of the things that I'm going to speak about this morning is stability versus struggle. Okay, stability versus struggle. Now, this may be more for the singles, if you will, but I am sure those who are married can kind of attest to some of the things that's going to be said. As I had lunch with two of my beautiful girlfriends on last week, we are all like 40 and over. This is a conversation that came up. When you are in a relationship, you desire to be stable. I don't know about y'all. Let me not speak for everybody, but for myself, Shan, y'all sister, auntie, whatever, I want to be stable. I want to feel stable. I don't want to have to struggle. Why? Because a lot of us grew up struggling, okay? A lot of us grew up working, because I know for myself, I had to think about this. I've been working since I was 16 years old. I do not want to be in my 40s and still struggling. That's me. Now, I'm not trying to take a dig at anybody you're going through right now. We know in life, as we get older, sometimes we have our ups and downs, our temporary struggles, whether it be personally, mentally, financially. I see a lot of people share the financial struggles, whatever the case may be. However, let me kind of reel it back, if you will. Talking to my singles, I was sitting up thinking about it this morning before I came on, and I kind of wish somebody would have shared this with me. I was like, wow, that's kind of good. When you are looking to be serious about someone, kind of ask yourself, will this person, if I was to join, the two of us become one and we get married, can they provide stability? Now, not necessarily, and that's where we mess up as a people. Not necessarily we looking at them. See, that's where we mess up. We look at somebody else to provide us stability. The devil's a lie from the pits of hell. How much stability are you bringing in? You see what I'm saying? Because in your singleness, let's just keep it real. You know I'm going to do that. In your singleness, if you are currently stable, why would you join with someone that you know is going to be a struggle for you? Now, I'm not saying, because I had to, again, talk about myself. I have, for years, have had a savior mentality. I've shared that with you all because I want the best for people. That's just my nature. That's how I am. I'm going 100% to help you, whatever the case may be. But sometimes that's where we mess up when it comes to, thinking about being serious and marrying somebody. There are a lot of people, and that's probably why the phrase I could do bad all by myself. Because, baby, if I'm stable financially, emotionally, things are going good in my life. I know a lot of singles, I hear this all the time. Y'all share with me. I just want to be with somebody. I don't want to grow old and be by myself and different things like that. But what you don't want to do is jump into a struggle. You don't want to be on the struggle bus. Now, as I was saying, those who pick up somebody that they know that they gonna struggle with, and they not looking at none of them red flags, okay? Good morning, sunshine, because you got people, baby, y'all get mad at God when you get in the midst of the foolishness, and then you even go as far and say, well, marriage don't work. No, you chose to miss all them red flags. So let's just keep it real. We can't be putting a negative connotation on marriage and talking about it don't work when you chose to struggle. Now, this is something I don't understand. If you are saying, I want to marry somebody and I want to be with them for the rest of my life, why do people, and what do y'all think? Why do people work so hard to present as if they are stable when in reality they're struggling? Because I was thinking this morning, if I was dating right now, and I've been out the dating scene for a long time, for over a couple of decades, but if I was dating somebody right now and it seemed like it was going serious, one of the things that I probably asked the person is, let me ask you something. Not trying to get all up in your business and trying to get all deep in different things like that, but it looked like, we taking this to the next level. You want to, tell me you want to marry me and all this kind of stuff. What do you struggle with? And I just sit there and be quiet. What are some of the things that you struggle with? Now, if the person responds and say, oh, I don't struggle with anything, everything's all good, they a hot mess and they a lie, and that's a red flag that's on fire. Do not overlook that, because we all struggle with something. Now, when many of you think about stability, a lot of us automatically go to financial. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. This person appears to be financially stable, in which they can, help me and provide stability since I'm struggling. And that ain't necessarily the case. Now, I was talking to grandma. Y'all know I ain't brought up, look, our grandma, our 84-year-old grandma, baby, she be dropping them nuggets, you heard me, in some years. And in a couple of months. But what she told me, we was talking last week, and so she said, Shan, she speaks real South. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, now this is something I don't understand. And her and Papa, my late grandfather, been married over 50 years before he passed. And I said, what is that, Grandma? She said, now what is going on with these men that you're trying to be with these women for their purse strings? You know a person, when they say purse strings, some of y'all know about that from the country. And I said, Grandma, I really don't know. I don't know. Now, talking to y'all, one of the things that I've noticed is we are quick as women. And it's just, we got to be honest. I ain't trying to beat up the men out there, beat up the brothers. But we are quick as women to jump on the men and say, well, why is there so many men out here that's trying to rob women, this, that, and the other? But we got to ask ourselves, who's raising these men? So if you're going to be a mama, you're going to be somebody that complain about that, and you have a son, how are you raising your son? Okay? Because I know I done rode our sons like a horse. You heard me? Listen, this is what, when it comes to you providing, blah, 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 blah. So stability, especially for us as women, when we look at a man, we look at what can he provide? What can he bring to the table? And 9 times out of 10, financially. Or we'll even go to some of our sisters in Christ and say, well, the word of God say that you're supposed to be the head of the house and you're supposed to do da-da-da-da-da. But baby girl, sis, auntie, cousin, we're supposed to be the helpmeet. So what stability are we bringing to the situation, okay? So these are some of the things that we got to ask. We can't always point the finger at everybody else and then get mad when things ain't working out. Now, one of the things that I can say, struggling. I believe in my heart, when you have two individuals that come together, both of them struggling in an area, you see what I'm saying? They can eventually get to stability, but it's that mindset. So if you are single, ask yourself while you're looking at this person who, hey, I may be able to, I think I can go ahead and spend the rest of my life with this person. What is their mindset like? And what is their heart like? Like I told y'all, I fell in love with my husband because of his heart. That man has a good heart. He from East Texas. Yeah. He have good work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? And I think I could build with him. Like, for real. And that's when people give the term power couple, because it's two individuals that's building together. Okay? Don't get mad at yourself. If you stable, you have a savior mentality, and you set up here and you marry somebody that you know is struggling, and they looking at you for stability, but they ain't trying to be stable themselves. So we have to work on ourselves. We have to make sure that we have stable mindset, because it's not just about finances when it comes to stability. You also have to look at, how's this person emotionally? How do they deal with they anger? That's a big one. Because baby, if you get to swinging like Tyson Holyfield on me, I mean, I know we represent an inspirational station, but I'm just saying, when you from the streets. So what is it that individual is bringing? What is it that you are bringing? That's what's going to determine the stability. Because I'm here to tell you right now, Shan, 44 years old, baby, I am not trying to struggle right now, nor am I trying to struggle for the rest of my life. And the reason why I say that is because I struggled growing up. I done busted my behind to make sure, and I'm looking at the future. Okay, that's another thing. The person that you are with, are they a right now type of person? Or are they a future forward thinker? Meaning that they prepare for the future. There are some people that are in marriages right now and they struggle. They are struggling. They have been struggling for years and they are existing. They're not happy. I don't care how much they try to portray it on social media. They happy. They are a lie. Okay? So please, now I understand why the word of God says comparing yourselves among yourself is unwise, because you don't know what you're comparing yourself to. You looking at the facade, but you don't know what it is behind closed doors. Everybody don't be as honest as me and Kenya and tell y'all what we're going through. And they don't have to. But what I'm saying is, don't get caught up. Don't be sitting there trying to compare what you're going through and, oh, this person is just like Pastor. Oh, this person just like First Lady. Baby, you don't know what Pastor and First Lady going through behind closed doors. And I'm not just trying to call out the pastors and the First Ladies. That could be the CEO, your auntie, uncle, whatever. You're only going off of what the person presents to you. And that's what happens when it comes to dating and marriage. You going off of what the person, well, I don't want to ask too many questions because I don't want to run them off. You're talking about investing your time and yourself with somebody for the rest of your life. Somebody needs to be willing to go deep and ask some questions. Now, I'm not trying to say they got to meet this long, extensive checklist. But what I'm saying is ask the questions, because if you don't ask them now, those things may manifest in a negative way later. You don't always put the blame on the person, because guess what? It took two to tango. You see what I'm saying? So, stability versus struggle. Those who are dating right now, and you are in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, 9 times out of 10 are looking for stability. But it's okay to look for stability, but make sure that you are bringing stability as well. Ask that. That's what I told Kenya. I asked so many questions. So what was it like between you and your ex? Come on, you talking about I'm a kid. I'm 19 years old. Just out the house, you know what I'm saying? Fresh in another country. What was it like with you and your ex? Did y'all argue all the time? Listen, I need to know these things, because that's letting me know what I'm getting into. Yeah, he could have lied, but what was amazing, which he did not, he told me all the things. What was amazing is people that knew them while they were married would come around, didn't even know I'd ask these questions, and they'd be like, woo, sorry, King, man, I'm so happy that you moved on from what you was with. Ma'am, I don't mean to disrespect you, but this and this and this. And I'm sitting up here like, So what is it? Man, I remember that one time y'all was fighting in Germany out on the balcony, this and this and this. And you just stood there, man. You took it. You know what I'm saying? That was very respectful, because, man, I don't know if I could have took that. And I'm sitting up here like, yeah, King, you did tell me about that. Get to asking some questions, because you can't get to stability. Listen, if you want stability with your job and you on your interview panel, and remember at the end where they say, do you have any questions for us? And then you be like, yes. Most people be thinking, well, how much am I going to get paid an hour? And then the interview people say, well, you got to contact HR. No. Well, hey, what is the turnover time for this position in this job? See, that's a stability type question right there. When you go straight to finances, how do I know? Because I used to do, I was on interview panels and interviews for positions I was hiring for. What is the turnover rate? Equate that to relationships. So how many marriages have you been in? So why did they end? What did they end for? You know what I'm saying? And then You want that person to be transparent with you, especially if y'all moving next level. I ain't talking about first and second date. Y'all about to run them off. Yeah, y'all gonna run. No, I'm talking about when y'all talking about moving to the next level. You know, when he talking about, baby, I think I could build with you. You know, I think I could marry you and make you wifey. I think I can give you my last name. Hold up, swole up. Let me go ahead and ask you some questions real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then when this person is being transparent, y'all need to be praying and seeking God too. I'm telling you. You make sure you're transparent as well. The reason why a lot of people are not stable in their marriage right now, and let's just keep it real, because they lie to each other. That facade that they was putting on before they say I do, they still working hard to put that facade on now. Okay? With each other. They are lonely on the inside. There are so many people, and I'm not trying to be mean, but they married, they got the ring, they got the marriage certificate and everything, but baby, they single in their marriage. Okay? Why? Because I ain't want to ask no questions. This person, come on now. Like I said, 44. Where I'm at right now, my mindset, because, you know, I got an old soul, so I sometimes I think like I'm 60-something years old. Baby, I'm trying to be traveling with Mr. King even the more, okay? Especially when Rona going on about his business. But there are a lot of people right now, you struggling. You struggling mentally. You ain't trying to get no help. You ain't trying to go to counseling. This is as an individual. You struggling emotionally. You struggling financially. But you looking to someone else to provide you stability. Now, there could be a person that, oh, you look like you know, they can share some things with you. That's how we learn. But in order for you to go from struggle to stability, you got to be willing to learn and grow. If you staying stagnant, you ain't going nowhere. So ask yourself first, examine yourself, and then you think about your spouse if you married. Dang, because I'm gonna tell y'all this. When I was in patient care, there were people, and that's why I say you got to look beyond the financial when it comes to stability. There were people that I had conversation with, and I ain't talking about they was like my patient or anything. I just like to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? That I had conversation with. They said, I didn't sign up for this. Baby, there are people who will marry you because they realize, wait a minute, I got this sickness. I don't have a good relationship with my children. I don't have a good relationship with my siblings. Whatever the case may be, who's going to take care of me? So, baby, they will do all the things and pull out all the stops and hide their sickness just so you can say, I do to them, marry them, and then, well, baby, and then pretend like it's new. Okay? It's so many things. You got to pull back the onion layers so you won't get caught up. So our day and age, you got people with high blood pressure, the high sugar, and you got people with high cholesterol, and then had strokes, heart attacks, all that kind of stuff. They trying to look for stability, somebody to take care of them right now. They trying to look for a caregiver. So you have to ask yourself, and if an individual present, you ask the struggle question, right? What are some of the things you struggle with? You know, that's a mature question to ask for mature folk. And they set up here and they tell you, then you have to ask yourself and make the decision because it's a choice. We don't get forced to do nothing. It ain't no shotgun weddings going on in this day and age. So you got to ask yourself, is this something that I'm willing to put up with? Because like I said, we all have struggles. I share my struggles with my husband. He shared his struggles with me. And I had to ask myself, as a 20-year-old, before I said I do, dang, is this something I'm willing to put up with? He put up with my struggles. I put up with his struggles. We was both struggling. And now we had that stability because we worked together to have it. So I encourage you to get you a future forward thinker. Somebody who's not thinking about, oh, the money and the this and this and this. And, oh, I feel that I'll be stable. Baby, if you got me a Balenciaga bag, that's not stability. That's stupidity. There's a difference. That's not stability. That's stupidity. Come on, somebody. I'm preaching even if y'all ain't saying nothing. But anywho, join us tonight, Marriage Mondays with the Kings, if you ain't at Valentine. If not, listen to it tomorrow because it'll be all on the platforms. We're going to continue on with our Generational Curse series, Family Secrets. Okay? We're going to probably be breaking it down because God woke me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Now, I will let you know it is pre-recorded for tonight because the King's going to be Valentining. You see what I'm saying? But it will be out on our platforms and pages and all that kind of stuff tomorrow. Just go to our website, marriagemondayswithkings.com. Click on the Listen Here tab, and because you don't want to miss this one about family secrets, especially if you're desiring to break generational curses, okay? We will be on KRGN 98.5 FM, The Rock, here in the Central Texas area. Y'all go ahead and get y'all Valentine on tonight for those who are Valentining. Maybe you're going to be Valentining with your babies, blessing them. Whatever the case may be, you may be kicked up with a glass of wine and got the fireplace warm. Do what you do. You see what I'm saying? Your girl won't be back on with y'all next week. Y'all already know. If it's a federal holiday in the United States, the Kings ain't on. If you federal, you off, we off, okay? We will be back on. I will be back with you in 2 weeks for whatever it is that God places on my heart. So God bless you. Share this because it's free. Be a blessing this week and don't be a curse. And your girl Shan will be back with you in 2 weeks for whatever it is God bless my heart. And if you just not joining in, I suggest you go back and listen to it from the beginning because I'm not going to keep talking. Have a blessed day and blessings to you.